Maybe I should go on the Don Chesley show more often.
That could be arranged.
Item 6, a memo from Division since the new copy machines have been installed. Printing costs from all precincts have risen over 300%. Starting noon today, the copier will accept only those documents that have been stamped with a police identification code. Furthermore, the department will absorb the cost of 4 and only 4 reprints, any number over 4, and it's your nickel.
Hey, Sergeant, are you aware that the DA's office is asking for 5 copies of all arrest reports?
Which is why God invented carbon paper detector.
Oh,
Assignments, people. Lieutenant Bunce continues undercover investigation of those durable vermin, our local Shylocks. Plus, Officer Russo and Jackson assist the Division in arresting Dominic Donatelli and other key figures in their liquor racketeering investigation. Good bust. And Detective Belker establishes undercover at Captain Trident's Fish World, that's 87th and Drexel. We understand that they are distributing something more than finny little creatures from the sea, namely drugs of a recreational nature. And for today's sweep of the Van Buren corridor, all designated units coordinate with Lieutenant Goldblum at your pre-assigned rendezvous points. That's 1,100 hours. Item last, in case you haven't seen it, retired Sergeant Stanislaus Jablonski's beaming face graces the front page of our morning tabloid. A shining example to us all that good policemen that never retire, they just go on standby duty. All right, let's get out there and serve and protect. Dismissed.
Let's get going.
Allow me to apologize to my fellow subcommittee members for dragging you away from your beds before the cock crows, but Captain Furlow's hectic schedule prevented our meeting at a more civil hour.
It's hard for me to take time away from my job, Councilman. Frankly, I'm not sure why you even called this hearing.
Then let me tell you, Captain. The sale and distribution of the highly addictive and dangerous form of cocaine known as crack has increased in your precinct by 48%, and that's a conservative estimate. I want to know what you people at Hill Street are doing about it.
Fine. You want to know? I'm here to tell you.
Come on, hurry up, JD.
Warm.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Patrick. I don't know a Sister Chastity. She said she knows me.
Absolutely. I meet this real nice nun and get to talking, and she says she knows you and the captain.
Sister Chastity? Who doesn't ring a bell?
Hey, Lieutenant, I saw your interview on the Don Chesley show last night. It was great.
Thanks, Bobby. It's a little ragged, don't it? A little rag. Look at this. What is this? What in the world is this? Nobody I recognize.
Sister Chastity, don't look at that.
Judas H. Priest. It's Grace Gardner.
Sister.
Thank you, Frank. Admittedly, it looks like a radical departure from the outside, but inside, it feels as natural as breathing.
I'm happy for you. What's the name of your order?
St. Cecilia. We're located upstate. It's a very small community, but we're growing, reaching out, which is why I'm here, Frank. I have persuaded the Mother Superior to establish a presence in the most destitute part of this city.
You mean up here in the hill?
You bet. Can you think of a place more in need of a rebirth of hope? Oh, Frank, I have got such plans. First, we're going to establish a youth counseling center. Then move on to the family, community groups, eventually a school.
I respect your intentions, sister, but, you know, the hill is rougher than ever.
We're going to bring joy and light to the darkest corners of this city. Frank, I was hoping you might make one of your officers a liaison to help me find a suitable site for our center.
It's a good idea.
I've met an Officer Flaherty.
Flaherty's pretty new to the hill. Well, if he's willing.
He will be. Thank you, Frank. It's so good to see you again.
Why, you may have made some changes, sister, but you're determined as ever.
More.
Morning, morning, Chief.
Hello, Howard.
Grace. Sister, long time.
I am so glad to hear that you're carrying Phil's staff forward. He would be so proud.
Thank you. So, what have you been doing with yourself?
I specifically told you to cooperate with Wade.
I presented all the information he asked for.
You didn't appear responsive to his recommendation.
His recommendations were unrealistic. I can't redeploy all my men to fight drug traffic.
Granted, Frank, but Wade controls the purse strings to this department.
Councilman Wade is a demagogue exploiting the problems of this department.
For God's sake, Frank, just throw the man a bone. I notice you have a drug sweep set for this morning. Give Wade the details. Let him be there. Make the announcement afterwards. Grab a little press.
I can't do that. Undercover officers have spent a week targeting specific dealers in the Van Buren corridor. I'm not about to jeopardize that by informing outsiders.
We don't operate in a vacuum, Frank. One of these days, you're going to realize that.
Joey Glover thought he could rob a city bus. Instead, he got a one-way ride to the city jail thanks to retired police sergeant Stanislaus Yablonsky. How about that, Blackie? 30 years on a force, never got my name in the paper, retired a few weeks. Here I am on page 1. Maybe now, maybe now you'll show me some respect, huh? Morning. Yeah, speaking. No, I never gave much thought to security work. No, I'm one cop who's happy in retirement. Really? Dental coverage, too. Well, let me look in my appointment book, will you? Blackie, you never let on that you want something. No, Tuesday's no good for me. How about Wednesday? Okay, Wednesday at 10. Bye-bye. Blackie, how about that, huh? How about that?
Look, Ranger, I'm making money. Captain Trident's getting his piece. What's the problem?
The problem, boy, is just that we pay you to sell Captain Trident's fish wares, not whatever the hell this is. What is this? Ham hocks. Well, that's disgusting.
So, let me tell you something. I tried selling you damn fish cubes. I almost went into Chapter 11, Ranger. I mean, this whole place almost went down the tubes if it hadn't been for him. This Picasso with a spatula. I mean, once he started cooking, his soul food business took off.
Listen, Morris, Captain Trident doesn't get volume discount on soul food. Captain Trident gets volume discount on these. And when you got Captain Trident to build you this place, you agreed to sell these. Now, in your kitchen right now, you got 10 cartons of the cube. And if you don't start moving it, we're going to shut you down faster than you can say black-eyed peas.
Out. Hey, take it easy. Not worth it.
Guy drives me nuts.
Detective Michael Belker, Hill Street Station.
Of course.
Can we sit down? Mr. Horowitz, we have a good tip that someone is distributing drugs through your restaurant. We have enough information to close you right now.
Oy, oy.
Our means, Mr. McGuire.
Mr. Maines, have a seat. Tony Manfredi tells me you want to borrow a couple of bucks.
Hey, if 5,000 is a couple of bucks, God bless you.
You know what shared risk means, Mr. Maines?
Excuse me?
Say another fellow puts bread on the table the same way I do. Makes loans to worthy applicants. I suppose I take a piece of that fellow's commitments, and he takes a piece of mine. That way, if the borrower turns out to be a deadbeat, if he sniffs us out, the exposure's only 50%.
See, well, I wouldn't do that.
That'd be called shared risk, Mr. Maines. You follow me?
Yeah.
Now, you want to hear a funny coincidence?
Okay.
You're here to try and borrow money from me, and it turns out you're already into me. I took a piece of that loan you made last week with Teddy Falco.
You shared the risk?
I shared the risk. That's right. Are you trying to run a game, Mr. Maines?
Let me explain.
No, because if you're here trying to take off Peter to tighten up Paul, you can forget about it. Because Peter and Paul is the same guy.
Mr. Falco.
What's going on?
Now, you want to be very careful about the next thing you say, Mr. Maines. You want to be sure you tell us the truth.
Look, Mr. Falco, I had a chance to make a move. I knew I didn't have enough collateral to go back to you.
What kind of move?
Coke. Guy I know he's in service. He can move 6 lids a week. I swear to God, I'm telling the truth.
What's your product cost?
quarter key of 80% cost me $9 grand.
How regular is your buyer?
He can re-up twice a month. I mean, that's the reason I took the shot, sir. This could be a real breakthrough for me.
Suppose we could put you with a guy, move same weight and purity for $82.50.
What, are you kidding me? I could make the whole play in 6 hours and get your money back to you tonight. I'd kiss your feet.
I figured it'd be 40%.
Hey, money costs money. I understand that.
Be back here at noon.
Mr. Falco, Mr. McGuire, the two of you are not going to regret this.
You were supposed to be in position 10 minutes ago, Rogers.
The street was closed down, Lieutenant. Give us a minute.
I mean, tell me something. What would you do about it?
I don't know.
I mean, you just can't, you know, call in the U.S. Air Force and have nuked the whole Van Buren corridor and build it back up 50 years now, could you?
No.
No, because you see, these are human beings, we've been told that. I mean, their brains are fried. It's like they got guava gel in between their ears, but they're human beings.
Right, Renko. They're all zombies, and there's nothing that we can do about it.
You know, did it ever make you feel like you're one of them guys who cleans up at the circus? There's a big old pile of doo-doo, and you have to
I get the drift,
Next
Renko.
day, the elephants come back, and this big old pile of doo-doo, you just...
I get it, okay?
All right, people, 1 minute.
You got your pooper scooper, darling?
So after Sam Gardner died, Sister Chastity had a relationship with Sergeant Esterhaus.
Grace Gardner had the relationship with Sergeant Esterhaus.
That's what I meant.
There's a bit of difference.
Would you give me a break? I never met a nun who was a person before, okay?
Okay, you ready to go?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get ready to do it.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1,
go.
Nobody around here doesn't look like this.
Officer, excuse me. Kelly Martin, Action News. Is this the drug sweep that we've heard about? And if so, what action can we expect?
Well, let me ask you a question, lady. Why are you here?
We were informed of a sweep.
Who told you that?
I can't reveal my sources.
Shut that thing off. Shut it off. Shut the camera off.
Excuse me.
Shut the camera off. Get out of here. Out of my place. Hey! Oh, look at... Will you look at this? What is this?
Councilman Wade, is this sweep the result of the hearing you had this morning with Captain Ferrillo of Hill Street Station, sir?
I think it's safe to say so, Ed. I only wish you'd use a little more common sense in the deployment of his men. Obviously, this is the wrong time of day for this kind of sweep.
That's bull. The reason sweep didn't work is because the media scared them off before we got here.
I got to walk down! I'll get the kid! Hold it!
Is it true that you found drugs and a pipe, Lieutenant?
Can't comment on that.
Any ID on the boy?
Not at this moment. Excuse me.
Lost him, Lieutenant. Andy found his car, though. I'll give us something to go on.
See your partner, Andy.
Right.
Kid couldn't have been more than 10 years old.
Okay, move him out there. Stan, what brings you here?
Oh, I got lunch with Lucy. I'm a little early. Busy day, huh, Sergeant?
Well, not as busy as we could be. Once again, the media's exercised its precious right to interfere with police operations.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Stan. Please. I want your dress.
I ain't no druggy hoss. I just want to wet my whistle.
You don't want your whistle broken, you better stand still, Jackson.
Take it easy, Patrick. You didn't tip the press.
Well, somebody did.
It's not our business.
Fine. I just need a couple minutes.
Yeah, I feel bad about the kids.
2 minutes, Frank.
No use beating around the bush, Captain. I had a job offer this morning. A security firm read about me in the newspaper, and, well, they're awfully hot to hire a seasoned veteran.
They'd be lucky to get you, Stan.
Well, the point is, Captain, I'd rather stay here. Have you heard from the police surgeon's office?
Well, we've missed each other 3 times.
Well, I don't mean to pressure you, Captain.
I have an answer for you this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Captain.
Stan! Nice work yesterday.
Aha, can't keep a good cop down, Chief.
Good man.
Chief, Councilman.
I brought Councilman Wade here, away from the limelight, so we could all calmly discuss how to combat this serious drug problem we face together.
I thought the councilman and I discussed that this morning.
And you said you were doing all you could. An hour ago, you used 20 men to make 7 arrests. You call that an efficient use of manpower?
This morning's sweep was compromised by a leak to the press, something I don't suppose either one of you know anything about.
It has an infinite capacity to shift the blame.
Gentlemen, let's not dwell on the past.
That's right. We have the murder of a 10-year-old boy to deal with.
Any leads, Frank? You can speak freely in front of the councilman.
We're looking for a suspect who fled the scene. We have the car he was driving. Hope to trace him through that.
I want you to keep the councilman apprised of any progress.
Fine.
The citizens of this city are outraged, Captain, and I can't blame them. We need results from our police, not excuses.
I think the councilman is merely trying to emphasize the seriousness of the situation.
Exactly. I look forward to your cooperation, Captain.
I'm sure that you can count on it, Councilman.
Oh, boy, J.D., thank God. Excuse us for a minute, will you?
Tell me the good news, Rob. You won the lottery and you want to share it with me.
Feds kicked me out. I got home a little bit late last night. All my clothes were strewn out in the front porch.
Hey, put up a sign. Have a rummage sale.
Oh, come on, J.D., you can't let me down now.
Watch me.
You and me, man, we're family.
Not before lunch, Rob.
John, talk to me about your sister.
Pardon me if I don't see this tragedy on a scale with Romeo and Juliet. She's thrown you out before. She always gives in.
No, not this time. Listen, man, I pleaded with her. I was down on my hands and knees.
She didn't get that on videotape, did she, Rob?
John, this is killing me. I hear her voice. I see a reflection in ponds.
Translation. She's gonna hire a Wolverine for an attorney. You're gonna lose your shorts.
I just got to ship brand new digital disc players.
Disgusting. You trying to get me to sell out my own flesh and blood?
Come on, John. She's going to crucify me in court. Look. Remember that set of wheels you were asking about?
I mean the Cougar. The cherry Cougar with the mag wheels and the twin headers.
Yeah, you talk to her. You get this all straight. You're behind the wheel, man.
This is asking a lot, Rob. But I hate to see a dream marriage go sour. I'm going to give it a shot.
Counting on you, J.D. Counting.
I need to talk to you, Captain.
In a minute, Norm. Neo, Diddy.
Yes, sir.
Registration comes through on that BMW from the sweep.
Just now, Captain. Marcia Jones, 225 Van Buren.
Top priority.
We're on it, Captain.
Whoa. You talking about that Beamer out in the parking lot? One with the wet bar, TV, and digital disc player?
Yeah, it looks like it was being used by a crack dealer. The kid could barely see up over the steering wheel.
Can't believe it. I hate that.
You want to see me, Norm?
Turns out the last shy on my list is a pretty strong soda connection, Captain.
You want to postpone tonight's bus?
May be able to stay on schedule. I'll meet with the supplier at noon. Captain, are you telling me that doesn't get to you?
What?
What? A Weisenheimer little punk like that driving a BMW? Just slapping the face of the American dream.
Keep me posted. Thanks.
So, how's it going, Lucy? Breaking in the new kid?
Oh, yeah, he's all right. He's a good cop.
Nice-looking fellow.
If you like him tall, dark, and handsome.
Is he the religious type?
Stan, I think he's being recruited. So, you're supposed to be telling me what it's like to be your own master. I mean, you go fishing anytime you get the urge.
Can you keep a secret? There's a good chance I might be getting back on the job.
No kidding.
Yeah, the captain's looking into it today.
That's great. Well, if that's what you want. Good luck, Stan. Me, I'd rather go fishing.
Excuse me for a minute, Lucy.
I don't go paying a check while I'm gone.
You lapse, don't you, Patrick?
Sorry?
You're Catholic and you're lapsed from the church.
What, were you looking in my files, sister?
Your file's on your face.
I stopped when I was 12.
Stop going to church, you mean?
Stop believing.
Doubt isn't where faith ends, Patrick. It's what faith heals.
I guess I don't heal too quick.
Oh, something called me to ask for you.
What do you mean?
To ask Captain Frillo to assign you to me, to make you my liaison.
Would you excuse me a minute, sister?
All I have to do is calm down. Just calm down.
Excuse me. You okay, Sarge?
Yeah, just a little indigestion, that's all. I'll be right out. It's okay.
These dishes are very hot. Could you help me, please?
It's about time. What took you so long, man? You probably have to go to the bathroom.
Tough day. Tell me about it. You don't ever want to be running up on me, man, because what the hell's the matter with you? Nothing. You just get away from me.
Who's there?
Police officers, ma'am.
Ain't nobody.
Get a school, get up. Hands above your head. Get on up. Hands right now. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Put them behind your back. Okay, walk.
Car's registered in your name, ma'am.
I'm just his mother. I just signed the papers. It's his car.
JD, this here's a kid from the Van Buren sweep.
What you done now, Parker?
Nothing. Ma'am, we have reason to believe that your son was involved in the drug-related death of a young boy this morning. 10 years old or thereabout.
10-year-old? Where's your brother? You're supposed to be with your brother this morning.
You gave your brother drugs.
You killed your brother, man!
Done!
I ain't done nothing. He died all by himself. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Where's my boy?
Okay.
Where's my boy?
Ma'am, walk away from it, ma'am. Thank you. Get in the car.
Get in the car! Walk away from it! Get in here!
It's similar. You know, similar to like before the bypass. Well, it's approximately right. It's right in the center. Well, this wouldn't be the same thing, though, Doc, would it? I mean, the operation took care of this. I don't want to come in. What should I come in for? The operation took care of me, right? This is going to ruin everything. I was cured.
You weren't kidding about leaving me with the check, huh, Stan?
I'm sorry, Lucy. I remembered I had to make a phone call.
Patrick said you went out back.
The guy's a contractor. I was aggravated with him. He let me down.
Why don't you let me take you there, Stan?
What do you mean?
Let me take you to the doctors.
Lieutenant Goldblum?
Yeah.
Paul Nichols, literary agent. We spoke on the phone.
I'm a little busy right now, Mr. Nichols.
I respect that, Lieutenant. But if you give me 5 minutes, I think I can convince you that I am the man to represent Stephen Merker's novel. Not to sound crass, but your friend's tragic death created a market for his work.
I don't know. I mean, promoting the book through some kind of grotesque sensationalism is the last thing Steve would have wanted.
Perhaps. But if the book is as good as you said on television, then it doesn't matter how or why it gets published, but only that it does and finds its proper readership.
He doesn't get home till 3 a.m. He's got a girlfriend, some stripper named Honey.
I ain't saying the guy's a saint. Could be he's having a midlife crisis, but he sat in here today and he cried like a baby.
What happened? Korea stopped exporting stereos?
Peg, listen to what I'm saying. The man needs you.
Honey sends him little notes of endearment on heart-shaped paper, and all the words are misspelled.
Maybe he wouldn't be fooling around with Honey if he got what he was looking for at home.
What are you saying? It's my fault?
I'm saying it takes two to trash a relationship. And be honest, Peg. You want to face the single life again? At your age?
He actually cried, Jane.
You wouldn't have believed it.
I hate to say it, but I suddenly miss the jerk.
Go tell him, Peg.
You know, maybe I misjudged you too, J.D.
Life's full of surprises, sis.
Hi, Doctor. Did you get a chance to read through that file? Yeah, Stanislaus right. I see. No. No. I understand. Is there a heart specialist the department consults?
Oren, Dr. Oren, at the university. Okay, great. Thanks.
Warren and his mother about to be questioned, Chief. It's a little early to be talking to John.
Problem, Chief? Just wanted to take a look at the arrest report on the boy you brought in.
There's nothing in here about murder charges.
Just my field report, Captain.
No charges have been brought. Jones and his mother are still being questioned. But if it turns out the boy supplied the drugs, you will press for murder charges.
I don't know that. That boy should be tried for murder. What kind of a message are you sending, Captain? This is totally unacceptable.
I'll tell you what's unacceptable. You and your publicity circus. You have no right interfering with my men while they're performing their duty.
The councilman is simply anxious to clear up the problem. We all are, Frank.
It's all right, Chief. I expect nothing more from Captain Furillo. He's allowed his precinct to run completely out of control, and I intend to let the people know about it.
I told you, man, I don't deal no drugs, and I don't know nothing about how my brother died.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're going to be looking at some hard time in juvie, Parker.
Do time in juvie on my head, man.
What about you, Miss Jones? You help us? Do you know who your son's supplier is?
I wish I could help, but I don't know nothing.
Too bad. Because we got Parker's prints all over the pipe that was found in the park, which means he's going away, and you're going to be charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
That ain't right. I ain't done nothing.
You bought his car, and there were traces of crack all over it. I think the charge is going to stick.
I think you ought to tell Parker.
Shut up.
Man give you drugs to kill your brother. How you let him get away with that? I'll tell him.
Shut up, I said!
Hey, huh?
I tell you who supplied Parker. You let us go?
You testify in court. I think we can help you out.
No.
Armas. Kenny Armas.
Good.
You make me sick. Man, you know why she's doing this, don't you? Because she's supplying, too. She figure you put Armas behind bars, then she can grab all his customers, right?
That ain't so. You trash. You ain't no son of mine.
Family of the year.
We arrested Donatelli. They're holding him at the polk.
Good work.
Hi.
I seem to notice a lot of people in interrogation without lawyers.
If certain subjects have declined representation, they've done it of their own free will.
Over strenuous objection, no doubt.
Excuse me.
We got the name of the kid supplier, Captain. Kenny Armas.
Heard about him before, Captain. Slippery dude. Uses minors to distribute.
Get a warrant.
This fella's in the military, huh? This guy you're moving to?
Right, huh?
Yeah, where's he stationed?
No offense, but what's it to you?
Nobody makes conversation anymore.
Stuff's good.
Do the business.
I never opened this. I never touched this from the envelope since they took it last week.
Now go ahead and give it to him.
$5 grand, no?
In Mr. Falco's, right?
This is 32 and a half. Makes a total of 82.50 total.
6 lids back to you. The advertising's right. I'm going to be seeing you again in a couple of weeks.
That's what he said.
Well, if you can't believe a soldier, who are you going to believe? Am I right?
It's all done, Tony?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Be good, Anthony.
Now, don't let me get hit in the head, am I right? On my way to move it.
What do you mean?
Why, it's just making a joke. I was saying, don't let me get robbed on the way to see this guy.
You'd still owe us the 12.5.
I understand that, right? I was just kidding around.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I want to make sure we understood each other.
We do.
We're going to see you back here at 8 o'clock tonight with $12,500. Now, what happens the rest of the day between now and then, that's your own private business. It has nothing to do with us.
I understand that. That's right.
Regardless, you get hit in the head, you get hit with a bomb. 8 o'clock tonight, you're going to be back here with what you owe, which is $12,500. Now, do you understand that 100%?
I do. I think the man follows that.
Good. Okay. You all right?
I'm okay.
Gonna see you tonight?
8 tonight. I'm coming back to make everything square.
Police, open up.
You're well trying to deal, and all you can say is, I'm sorry.
We'll get it straight. Gotta go, because I have some...
Kenny's on the phone.
That's right. Cops.
Yeah, I assume you got a warrant.
Oh, you assume, right. Here, you're under arrest for sales and distribution of controlled substances. Take it.
Oh, good. I'll put this for my collection.
Come on, let's go.
Of course. Always like to please the police.
Want me to water the plants while you're gone, Ken?
I don't think so, Joan. I'll be home before dinner. Man, you're late.
You're looking a little sweaty there, Jay.
Coming down with something? You watch your mouth.
Police officer, John.
Oh, Mick. Oh, man, you don't know where I'm coming from.
Well, yes, I do. Don't even think about it, hairball. You're busted.
Wrong choice, Mick. Drop the gun. Eddie, let's get him into your truck. What you gonna do, man? What do you think? Mick, I need my stuff, huh? Oh, but not that Yeah. Well, I guess these are good for something after all, huh?
Face facts, gentlemen. You have no case against my client.
Your client is a worm.
Very hard. I like that. Shh. Be quiet, Kenny.
Yeah, Kitty, be real quiet.
We have a statement from one of your distributors, Kenny. He gave us time, place, amount of substance, amount of commission.
Is this your idea of evidence, Captain? Word of an underage addict?
We'll let the courts be the judge of that. How long do I gotta sit here? How? There's some action at the track tonight,
I got
right?
bail. We'll be home in time for dinner.
Good. Of course, Joan is such a genius with the veal.
Good for you to Raymond.
Sweet guy, huh, Captain?
It's a weak case, J.D.
We do that bringing him in, Captain.
I want it made stronger. 2 of you are going back to the Van Buren quarter. As of now, you volunteered for night duty.
We looking for underage dealers?
Well, if Armis is using minors to deal for him, some of them have to be operating there. Bring them in.
You got it, Captain.
I feel so hard, Detective. Like I was plugged into a wall socket. I need this stuff. Oh, God, I let myself get like this.
Hang on, Joe.
I mean, it's like a poison. Even right now, with all this shame I feel inside, letting everybody down, I still won't. But I never dealt in man. No, I wouldn't do that.
I believe you. I believe that. And I'll stand up for you in court. You're gonna be okay. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Stan.
Department turned me down, right? Because if they didn't, they should have. I had a warning sign. I saw the doc. He said it's not unusual. In fact, he worries when his patients feel too good. How serious? I may need a pacemaker.
Talk to the department's cardiac specialist. He wouldn't recommend reinstatement.
I want you to take care of this right away.
Oh, don't worry. You know, I envy those that can go out easy. Short farewells, no looking back.
It's understandable. You put your life into this job. It's time to move on. I know you can do it.
Yeah. It's not as though I don't have any options, right?
Right.
Right.
Well, if you need a recommendation for security work, just say the word.
Thanks, Captain. Thanks for everything.
Don't know what you said to peg, J.D., but it worked like a charm.
This my car?
Never let it be said that Wacky Rob is not a man of his word.
Cougar?
Yeah.
Fantastic. What's that?
Your lease.
My what?
Best 6-month rate available, J.D. And to show you how much I appreciate your effort, I'm giving you an additional 10% discount straight across the board.
Take the real lowdown on what a lousy slime you are.
Well, go ahead, but I think she's feeling a little bit too good to worry. You know, we had a makeup matinee, she and I. Besides, what you gonna tell her? Sold her out for a new set of wheels?
Oh.
Well, you come up with some bread, brother-in-law. You know where to find me.
Hey, forget it, man, forget it. Come on, he's not worth a board of inquiry.
Yeah, there you go.
Norman?
Yes, list of warrants for tonight, Captain. You think I gotta add that dealer's name, or can he just count as persons unknown?
Well, if you know the name, you have to add it. Listen, is there a chance of sliding those arrests till tomorrow? I want to saturate manpower in the Van Buren corridor tonight.
So I got an 8 o'clock meet with those shies. That's when we were gonna take them.
What happens if you just don't show up?
And they'll lean on this Tommy Manfredi, a guy who vouched for me. Listen, I'll go there. I'll tell him the deal's stalled. I can make it work.
You sure it's okay?
Yeah, no problem, Captain.
Appreciate it. This guy Wade's got everything turned upside down.
No problem.
See, if I can show the children that faith is not something cold and remote, it's alive, it's passionate.
I'll bet you convert a lot of people, sister.
I'd be happy if that were true.
Believe me, I've never known a nun to talk like you.
Patrick, you've got to stop doing that.
What?
Building up walls between us.
Oh, I didn't know I was doing that, sister.
You talk as if I live in a different world. We're the same.
But you're a nun, sister.
And what does that mean?
Well, that means you're different.
Why?
Because
I wear this habit? Think of me without this habit. What do you see? Faith. That's the difference. I'm as mortal as you, except that I have been touched by the divine. I felt the force of his love. And I want to share that with you. I want you to burn with the same fire that I feel inside me.
Okay.
Oh, Patrick. I'm going to make you my project. I'm going to make you grow larger than you ever dreamed it was possible to grow.
In spirit.
Yes. Will you let me do that?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for a lovely dinner.
You're welcome.
Good night, Patrick.
Good night, sister.
Picture.
So, Steve's book may get published after all. That's terrific, Henry.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get too excited here.
Dad, I wonder if I did the right thing giving the manuscript to Nichols.
Sure you did. What's wrong about it?
On your show, I said Stephen's writing is good.
But you don't think it is?
Maybe with revisions.
Don't tear yourself up about it. Why don't you let the literary agent decide? That's his job. You did what Stephen would have wanted. You're giving his work a chance.
This whole thing has gotten to me. Stephen's death, handling the manuscript. You.
Detective, you need a break.
I do believe you're right.
Come on.
So do you think I should have taken a punch at him?
What?
The councilman that got Wade at the Van Buren corridor today, do you think I should have?
Rinko, come on.
Well, I mean, he's just going on and on about how, you know, we do our job wrong and how we're not able to realize that people are dying out
Rinko.
there. What?
Let's get another beat.
Yeah.
Oh, man, 15 a rock? That's guy.
Well, what it be, bruh?
Well, I need my cool, man.
Yo, Mouse, you got some inventory?
I'm doing the thing here, man.
I got a rich hunk who wants to do some serious weight.
Hey, look, man, we doing business here.
You shut up. Mouse, kick in with me, and we be spending the day up the club tomorrow.
Split 50-50.
Yo.
Catch you later, small time.
Later.
Yo, where you going?
Hey, got a split, man.
I saw what happened back there. They shut you down. Look, you want to get off, you need to be talking to me, because I got toy smoke.
Yeah, later, man.
Dig, my man, I'm new in the name. Number 2 and working hard to be number 1. I got the best candy and rock bottom prices.
Police! Stop it! Drop the gun! Now! Turn around slow. Councilman Wade.
Called for backup. Oh, man.
He was pulling a gun. It was a citizen's arrest. Tell him, Robin!
Oh, my God. I don't see any gun, Neil.
It was self-defense, I tell you.
I'm confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to make of this here.
I ran into a problem, Mr. Falk.
I don't believe in problems. I don't believe in lateness. Somebody tells me 8 o'clock. I want to see my freaking money at 8 o'clock. What's this you're showing me?
Just want you to see that I didn't give him the drugs.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're not out to drugs, sir. I just wanted you
Look, what did I tell you before? Did I tell you I was interested in one thing?
You said 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I want to see my freaking money. Is that what I said?
I'm trying to explain to you.
I don't want you to explain. That's not what I loaned you the money for.
Daddy, these things happen sometimes.
But you got, not to me.
Look, the guy promised, he swore to me, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock he was going to have the money.
Why should I believe that? Did he promise he was going to have it 8 o'clock tonight?
Mr. Falk.
Is that what he promised you? Yes or no? Is that what he said? Look, I want to get one thing straight with you. See, your agreement with him is your agreement with him. I have nothing to do with it. But you have an agreement with me. What can I do to find something to impress upon you that I take this seriously?
I take it seriously, too.
Do you? Do you take that seriously?
I swear, Mr. Falco, I was sick when the guy didn't come up with the money.
All right. I believe you. Just shake hands with me.
I'm grateful, Mr. Falco. I'm grateful for you giving me another chance.
Shake hands.